backfired. I think mid was maybe one of the only times where Tusk was there, and it didn't really go in favor of VP. But every other time, just having one support from Empire being there isn't enough. Like, a disruption will not save 100% of the time. You're going to need, like, a disable and a disruption on top of that if you want to save resolution in those types of scenarios.
Oh, Fisher just being thrown out here by Yoku. Trying to catch out Phobos. They do have Aloha Dance very close now to picking up that Laguna Blade. We're going to see a smoke up here from Lil and G. G has got the global silence ready and waiting once more. So should be able to catch someone out here in the jungle. They're going to see Always Want to Fly. And Lil, is he going to go for it? Ice Shards and Snowball says he will. Disruption there to dodge the stun. But there's a charge coming in also. VP may very well just continue this fight. And yeah, with Phobos closing in on Always Want to Fly. Oh, the light strike array across the trees very nicely from Aloha Dance to cancel it. And Aloha Dance saving Always Want to Fly's life there.
I actually thought G would just pop the global as soon as the disruption ended, right? Because if you do that, then there's no way they can fissure from fog. There's no way a light strike array comes out, and there's potential for that charge to just go ahead and land there. Silent with a casual call down farm. But you can tell that VP... Yeah, sorry, Illidan. You can tell that VP are definitely feeling confident here. They know that they have the advantage. I mean, Yoku's still only level 4. Their supports just don't really have anything right now. Aloha Dance is actually close to 6, so once he gets that, they're going to have a decent amount of damage output. Right now, looks like they're trying to bait out Silent here in this top lane, maybe even Resolution. Try to make something happen.
Phobos is going to walk into it. He's going to dispel the smoke. Always Want to Fly, setting this up with a disruption and Soul Catcher with the light strike array, but this time out comes your silence. Now it's going to be Empire on the back foot trying to get themselves out. FNG and Illidan, they're going to be able to find Always Want to Fly. Can they find anything more here? Well, Resolution turns it around, takes down FNG. And the question is, where's the fight continuing? It's in the river. That's the answer. Aloha Dance looking for the light strike. Phobos jukes it out. He's got a charge in a second. He's not even going to look to you. No, now he uses it. He wants him dead. When he will find it. Silencer there with a curse, bringing down Lina. Phobos, how much trouble is he in? Well, the answer's a lot. Slap to the face, not even needed. Resolution takes that one down. And Empire finding something in return this time. But still, the chaos certainly favouring the side of VP. And off the back of it all, you're looking at G now with a +12.
G has been pretty instrumental in this early game. Like, of course, he got the first blood. He got 2 kills after that in middle lane. And every single time, like, they have a gank like that and a global silence counters a disruption into a stun combo. I mean, even though, yeah, you're investing global to that, but they always get something after. It's not like they just global and then everyone walks away, because then it would pretty much be a loss for VP. It's like we global and then we kill multiple heroes. So as long as they're getting those types of exchanges for their ultis,
want to go for Illidan. Aloha Dance, he needs one creep though to get him that Laguna Blade. He's got it now. Has got the mana for it as well. But with the charge coming out to Aloha Dance, Illidan's going to want to go in on this. Phobos leading the way. It's just Silent and Aloha Dance on their own here on the top lane. Looking for the light strike, but again, VP duke it out. Laguna thrown out onto Illidan, not enough to bring him down. Silent catching out Phobos here with the Searing Chains, and now with the Fisher thrown out, can they burst him down? The Fisher actually blocking them off here. Silent hasn't got Searing Chains there for another couple of seconds, and with the 1 point of Sleight of Fist, the cooldown much too long for him to chase it down and catch him out. But no one to die there on the top lane, but a nice reaction really from the side of Empire, just keeping everyone alive on the top.
VP continually just... They're never letting Empire breathe. Every single opportunity, as long as they have mana, they have Spirit Breaker charging somebody. They have the Tusk snowballing in. They're looking to use Global Silence every single time it's up, pretty much. And right now, G is actually closing in on the Atos. This is way before BKBs are going to come out on anyone on Empire. And this is why I actually love watching Silencer played so much by VP, is they go this item that just gives you the insane chase potential. So earlier we saw a lot of Bounty Hunter being played with Disruptor and how you can keep getting those kills because you just have the vision and you have the chase. Atos pretty much offers you that against what Empire have. The only hero who is even slightly mobile on the team is going to be Silent. And he's going to be pretty much bailing if the fight's going bad. So the rest of them, like Lina, Shadow Demon, Earthshaker, and the SF, they don't have any way of getting out. So if VP see an opportunity to fight, they're going to clean up.
Empire here, find the pressure on the mid lane, should be able to claim this tier 1. Actually moving into the dire jungle as well, Silent leading the way. They're looking for a fight. They're going to find Phobos and G. G has got the Global Silence available. It's going to be a hard one to go into. There we go. Global Silence straight out. Phobos is just going to turn with the charge straight away onto the Lina. Nether Strike bringing about the disruption coming out in time. But I don't know if they can save Lina. Aloha Dance with a mech, in fact. They'll buy her some time. No one to die yet. Now Aloha Dance falls down. First casualty, double kill for Illidan. He's doing a hell of a lot in this fight. They just can't kill him. Silent's going to fall here as well. Resolution did manage to find the Tusk, but he's going to pay with his life. And it's a 4-for-1 trade for the side of VP. Again, VP just taking each and every skirmish, coming out on top. and G now plus 16. And the fact that Illidan was there for the whole duration of that, giving him a lot of gold, a lot of XP, to the point now that 16 minutes in, he's only a few hundred finishing away from finishing as SMY. In fact, that's not it coming out now on the courage. It is. Okay. Okay, so forget that. He's got it. It's all well and done. 16 minutes into the game.
I really like the synergy that VP have had going for them. Like, they initiate... Maybe they thought that Global was still down. It was kind of like right on the cusp. I think it came up maybe like 2 or 3 seconds before that fight really started to kick off. And they thought that maybe they had an opportunity to go for a snipe. But a couple of seconds can mean all the difference in the world when you're talking about an ability like Global, and it managed to turn the fight yet again. The Silencer pick for me has been instrumental in Virtus Pro kind of taking all of these early game engagements. And hopefully for Empire, they can hit a good timing to where the Global's not up, and they can actually start finding some picks. Because if it continues at this rate, I mean, you said it already, Illidan and G are just getting out of hand.
They certainly are. Looking at the net worth, the fact that you've got Illidan here at the top. SF Resolution still very close, but it's Silent that's falling behind a little bit. Talking about Silent, he's looking to find some farmer, but there is no global silence. So they've got to be, yeah, they're not going to be able to catch him out. He's able to remnant all the way back over. In fact, where's he gone? Where is he? There he is. There he is. Silent, back on his side of the map. Mid lane, bit of a fight going on. Illidan and G moving in onto Resolution, and with the Glaive should be able to find themselves another kill. Mega kill streak now for G, with that Atos and 1,200 gold on top of it. I mean, Virtus Pro, they certainly know what they're doing with the Silencer, and they might even find more. Yoku getting trapped up, snowballed in the charge from Phobos. Another kill now, 18-7. And they're looking for more. Look at this. FNG's there, setting up the third kill. They're going to find a low art dance. There's going to be a disruption. And now with the Nether Strike can always want to fly. Virtus Pro's perfect communication and team play, catching out 4 heroes over what seemed like a very large distance. But I've got to be honest, at this point, Virtus Pro, they just seem to be in another league compared to Empire.
And it's really bizarre, too, right? Because last time these two teams met, Empire actually 2-0 VP. So, just goes to show how volatile Dota can be sometimes. We're going to see another charge here top. I'm not sure if he's actually going to let this one go. There is a tier 1 to teleport to. Yeah, it looks like Phobos is kind of the side better of it. Doesn't want to try to go too ham there. But, I mean, the Atos pickup for me is perfect. Like, that is the one item that just secures the fact that Silencer can just chase people down. And since you don't need to buy something like Yules to stop TPs, you already have multiple heroes in your team that can do that. You just keep getting kills, especially during daytime. You have that ridiculous vision. The Atos also sets up call down. It's just a sick combination that VP are running right now. Empire, I'm not really sure how long it's going to take for Silent to finish that Battle Fury, but if they want to get themselves on the road back into the game, that's going to be the first step. Like, he needs to start getting some farm.
Yeah, the Battle Fury and the Ember, and also another big item that's going to mean a lot for the side is, of course, Yoku's Blink Dagger.
Oh, he's actually got 1,500 gold.
He might lose it if G wants to go for this. It would be risky.
He has global. He can actually kill him. He can kill him, global, and TP out. But there is a tier 1, so maybe he's just trying to get more information.
Here we go, straight in. Couple of Glaives, global silence, the Rod of Atos drop. He's looking for it.
Yep.
He's just going to bail. Says he doesn't want a part of it, and yeah, gets out just in time under the cover of the global silence. And only just as well. Looked like it wore off as he was TPing out. But no chance of the disruption there.
Yeah, I think if he did it right away, he would have gotten the kill, but he didn't actually see who was sitting in the lane. So he didn't want to risk the idea of, like, you know, just getting counter ganked and then giving up a kill for an Earthshaker, because that is totally not worth. Right now, he's 9-1. A kill on him would be worth so much to Empire at this point. And I got to hand it to Empire still. They're managing to farm very well. Like, given the circumstances, Silent and Resolution have both managed to maintain a very high level of CS and just overall net worth, considering the fact that they haven't really been able to win too many team fights. I guess the biggest thing for them right now, if they can kind of stabilize, wait it out a bit, stop trying to fight into VP when they clearly have like a huge advantage and global and such, that you can get that Battle Fury going on Silent and maybe look to turn things.
Silent just zipping all over the place here, drawing in Phobos and denying him any chance of getting in close range. So just making himself around the map as well. G's going to find Silent here. Ooh, has got that remnant. He just placed out in time before he walked into G. And Virtus Pro just looking to continue to take this top tower, and they'll get it with this push. Illidan there with the extra gold in his pocket. And in the river, though, Lil has been left alone, caught out. And this is going to be a pick-off here for Empire. Lil just a little bit out of position. And, well, a low hard dance and the gang. Taking one for the team. 8 for 20, though, still. And Virtus Pro, if we have a look at the graph, it's about a 6,000 lead. It's not a massive lead, but it's a confident one. And one that Virtus Pro have held for, well, pretty much the majority of this game here. We're yet to really kind of see Empire swing it back round in any shape or form.
But we also haven't seen their core items come out either. That's the important thing to keep in mind, is that if they can get the BKB on resolution, that's going to be a huge step. The blink comes out on Yoku. So now if they can catch out G in an Echo Slam and a good combination with like a Requiem or just any follow-up damage, really, they probably have enough damage on their team to burst him down. Although he is quite tanky right now, almost 1,900 health and 17 stick charges when he's sitting on Strength Treads. So he is pretty beefy, but I think they can kill him if they land a nice Soul Catcher and throw everything on him. And if that happens, you could look to see Empire actually take a team fight. But the BKB is so important because if Resolution doesn't have it, he's never going to be able to use Requiem during a team fight. And I think that the way that Giga is going to be using Global is more offensively than defensively. So he's not going to be waiting for Resolution to use Requiem. He's just going to throw it out as soon as Phobos charges in. Because that's like their initiation, right? Like he charges, he ults, they global so they can't interrupt the Nether Strike. So you actually have some opportunities to counterplay that.
And with the Vlads now complete on Phobos, they just head to the pit. Take it very, very easily here for the side. Illidan's going to have that Aegis under his belt. Empire not doing anything in reaction. They did manage to take the tier 1. Now with 4 of the heroes up here, might look to put some pressure onto the tier 2 as well. See if they can force a reaction from Virtus Pro. The VP themselves are going to look to try and take this tier 1 from the bottom lane.
Yeah, this is a good trade, though, for Empire. If they can get the tier 2 for a tier 1, that's more than okay, considering the fact that taking team fights right now is very hard for them.
And Resolution does have his BKB complete for the next fight, so
yeah,
we may be able to see a little bit more coming out from the SF. Phobos is already making his charge back up towards the top lane. We'll probably see some TPs coming through as well, yeah. They're going back towards the tier 3. FNG is there to join in with the gang as Illidan turns up to the fight. And the question is, does Phobos go all the way in on this? They look like they want to fight. Illidan's ready to go straight in. And, okay, they're spotting out the full gang. Illidan, he's got no... Look at this gyro. He's just going straight in. We'll take a fishes to the face and... Okay, Resolution's getting himself out. Always want to fly and love the TP. Phobos going to have to find an instant bash. If you all no, not a chance. Not a chance. They're out. Yoku's down the lane. And Silent with the haste rune is going to be able to escape. And Silent, just a few hundred gold now away from that battle hero.
Yeah, I think that Empire are doing the right thing now. They realize we're at a huge deficit in 5 versus 5 engagements. We cannot fight around global. We have to wait for more heroes to get BKB. Silent might be even forced to buy like Manta or BKB himself this game if he wants to remain like really safe inside of these fights. Because one silence can just mean death if you're out of position on that hero. Because Ember just has like no stacking whatsoever. He is so squishy, especially in these very high damage like AoE teamfight compositions like VP have put together right now. So I'm liking the fact that Empire is starting to split up the map. I think this is pretty much their only play, and VP's counter to this is just going to be 5-manning down a lane, pushing towers, maybe even making Empire TP back to the base by hitting the tier 3 a bit. They do have Aegis and BKB on Illidan at this point, so if they want to try to... Oh, and they have mech. So they actually just got
this
like
is the perfect time.
Super important items like at the same time with Aegis. So they could look to break high ground here.
We've got to watch, of course, Yoku. With that blink and the Echo Slam
Good
available,
feature.
they've actually trapped in Illidan here very nicely. Resolution's going to move in, and they might be able to take him down once the mech from the low ground as Lil tops him up. Will allow him to get himself safely back out away from the push.
Yeah, that should be enough to make them go back, I think. I don't know if they're okay throwing away an Aegis like that. Oh, they have Urn, actually. How many Urn charges does he have? Okay, that was the last one.
Well, Illidan's going to still stick here, stand his ground. He's clearing out the waves. The side of Empire, they are ready with the defense, but it is meaning that they're having to keep themselves right back in the base.
They might just go for a tier 2 instead. Like, I think throwing away Aegis for just getting damage on a tier 3 might not be as valuable as, like, killing a tier 2. Because I don't know if Empire are going to feel... Like, do you defend a tier 2 against a team with an Aegis and BKB Gyro when you know that Global's up? I think, like, defending a tier 2 is not only harder, but if you lose that tier 2 fight defense, then you're just giving VP so much more. So it's, like, inherently more risky, and you're also threatening the fact that if it does go bad,